Well, thank you very much, John, and thank you all for being here today. You know, it's really an honor for me to get a chance to come out and talk to you for just a couple of minutes today. I've spoke to you before, but not as someone who's up for re-election, which I am this year, and John mentioned. You know, my wife, Shauna, and I, and our 4 kids that are 9, 7, 5, and 2, have really enjoyed being a part of our unicameral down in Lincoln the last 4 years. It's really one of the greatest honors I've ever had a chance, and greatest things I've ever had a chance to be a part of. Our family's had a chance to be a part of. We're small business owners. We have a small construction company and a home improvement company. And I grew up in agriculture. I grew up a farm and ranch kid on the Colorado-Nebraska border, about 7 hours west of here. And so I feel like we go through a lot of what you all go through that have kids or grandkids. We've got, 3 kids in school now. We have a small business. And what we experience in our life outside what I do in the legislature is just exactly what you're going through. And we've already heard from Congressman Terry. We've already heard from Isela Turco, that's a candidate for the legislature. You know, we've heard some very important things that are going on right now that all of you know about, because I know all of you are watching the news every day just like I am. You know, and here we stand on the 1st of July. You know, it'll be 4th of July in a few days, and a celebration of our independence and of our country. It's my favorite holiday. Not to be trite, I know it's said by a lot, but it really is. And I think this particular year is very important. You know, as many of you know, it was 225 years ago that our Constitution was written. You know, and that Constitution, the preamble of that Constitution starts with 3 critically important words that I think, in light of the ruling on Thursday by the Supreme Court of the United States, those 3 words are as significant today as they ever have been in our nation's history. We the people. Because guess what? We the people are going to speak on November 6th and are going to make sure that we hold the key to where our nation goes from here forward. That's what's important. I know that's why you're here today. You know, I have the privilege to serve on the Banking, Commerce, and Insurance Committee. And we've dealt with Obamacare all day long, every day in the legislature pretty much, since 2009. And I will tell you that there are things, as you all know, in that 2,500 pages that will scare the dickens out of you. And I will tell you that it has to be repealed. But it not only has to be repealed, it has to be replaced. And as Congressman Terry said, it has to be replaced with common sense things that really get at the heart of what you all care about and what I care about as a business owner and as a dad of 4. And that's, we got to get at the cost of health care. Obamacare doesn't do anything about that. And instead, we are faced now with the largest tax increase in the history of the United States put upon the middle class section of the United States. And it's just wrong. And I will tell you, it's an honor to serve in the unicameral with the likes of Scott Price and others that are here, and others that we'd love to have join us. Richard Carter, Isela Turco, John Moranti, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody else, Erica Fish, others. Because guess what? What they pass in Washington, we have to deal with at the Capitol in Lincoln, just like every one of the other state capitals around the country has to deal with. Because we have to implement it at the state level. And I will tell you right now that there are a core group of us as conservatives in the legislature that are bound and determined to do everything we can to make sure we hold the line, that we preserve the quality of life in Nebraska that we want, that we demand. And without re-electing those like Congressman Terry and electing Deb Fischer as the next United States Senator, because guess what? That's ground zero right there, that Senate race. Just this morning, probably some of you saw it as well, I saw an interview with Mitch McConnell, the majority, or I should say, hopefully the majority leader in the United States Senate come January, now the minority leader, senator from Kentucky. And he talked about this very Senate race right here in Nebraska. Because guess what? Now that Obamacare has been deemed a tax, it only takes a majority plus, it takes 51 senators to repeal it. That's why it's so critically important that a colleague that I've served with for 4 years that I respect enormously, Deb Fischer, it's so important we send her to Washington because I know she's going to do what it takes to repeal Obamacare. And with that, I thank you again for being here today, for caring about our country, caring about the course of our country's future, and caring about the course of the future of here in our state. It's an honor to serve in the legislature, and I hope I get a chance to do it for 4 more years. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thanks, John.
Thank you very much.